But when you look at, again, you're 1-0 right now. I think the goal realistically, if you can get to 6-6, if you can find a way to get to a bowl game, that's a massive success, I believe, in Shane Beamer's first season. That gives you something to build off of, and especially it's something you can sell in recruiting, right? When you looked, you saw this team Saturday night, but overall for this 2021 season, even before the season, what were your expectations for Gamecocks football? And you think realistic expectations, what Shane Beamer and company can achieve in their first season in Columbia?
Yeah, I've been actually labeling this as year zero for Shane Beamer and this staff. I think with all of the departures that they had from last year's team, the numbers being down, as we talked about on the broadcast last night, only 79 scholarship football players right now. I think one of those was a walk-on that he gave a scholarship to recently as well. So the numbers in and of themselves are not where you want them to be. But it's a great starting point. I mean, I don't think most coaches have the luxury of coming in and taking over a rebuild program with the type of talent that they have on the lines of scrimmage in South Carolina. So that is a benefit. But at the end of the day, you're right. You're going to have to build that roster up. And I hope the fans understand that it is a building process and not an overnight situation. I love talking with Coach Beamer about his focus in terms of recruiting, making sure you're locking down the state of South Carolina. It's challenging with Clemson being in the state and the success they've had of recent years. I think also being able to take advantage of all the talent in nearby bordering states of Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, but also going up into the Northeast. I think it's a little different plan than what some of the other South Carolina coaches have had recently. He talked about being good in both, or in all three of that DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So I do think they've got a good plan in place. And I think a lot of those, it was interesting to hear him say how many people from up in the Northeast were familiar with South Carolina, coming down vacationing in Myrtle Beach and some of the surrounding areas to the University of South Carolina. So I think they've got a good plan in place, but I do think it's going to take some time. I mean, you're right. I mean, getting to 6 wins would be a masterful job, considering the schedule, having to play in the SEC, having to play Clemson. So, I don't know if that's possible or not, but I want to see improvement every week. I want to see something that gives me hope, a fun brand of football, a fun brand of offense and defense that you can look to recruits and say, hey, come be a part of what we're doing here. You're going to have a chance to play early, and you're going to have a chance to play in systems that are really fun, that are going to allow you to show what you can do and give yourself an opportunity to go to the next level.